Okay, so here we have a doorbell that's not working. The first thing you want to do obviously is you want to make sure that it's not the doorbell. What you can do is I have a previous video that you can look at. Remove these two screws on the back. There's one wire up top, one wire on the bottom. You can tap those two screws, and if you do hear the chime kit working, then you know it's the actual doorbell. But we know at this point that the doorbell's working, so now we're going to look at the chime kit. Obviously, the first thing you want to do is you want to locate where the chime kit is. There's usually a little cover that's over the chime kit, usually in a common area such as the living room or hallway. What you want to do is you want to remove the cover for the chime kit. If on these chime kits, is you see here, this is a little lever. When you push the button, your doorbell button, this should actually pop up. Now this one's actually frozen up. This is what the new one looks like, and you could see here the pin should be you should be able to just play with it with your hand. Now there is no way to repair that. The only thing you can do is replace the entire chime kit. Now on your chime kit you should have your cover, your actual chime kit, a doorbell, and a transformer. We know at this point that it's not the doorbell. I've already tested the transformer. Now I know that it's just going to be the chime kit itself. Now the first thing you want to do is you want to loosen these screws where the wires are tied in. Just keep a mental note. One wire goes to the front, labeled front, and one goes to where it says here. Make sure that you put it in the correct positions. On the newer ones, you'll see it'll say rear, trans, and front. It'll have 3 screws as the newer model does. Just make sure you make a mental note of where the wires are. Once you finish removing the wires, these are low voltage, like I said, so you don't have to be worried about shock. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to loosen these screws which are fastening it to the wall. Once you're removing the screws that are fastened to the wall, go ahead and remove this nut. There's going to be 2 white wires which are tied in. You just want to make sure that you are very gentle while you're doing this process. These wires are coming through the back. You just want to pull them up very gently. Make sure you fasten the screws back into the wall. Make sure you find an actual stud back there if you can. You don't want this to be loose. You want it to be nice and secure. And what we did was we went ahead and we fastened these 2 wires and put the wire nut back on. As I said earlier, you want to make sure you put them back in the right spots. We went ahead and we tightened down these screws. Give it a nice little tug. Make sure it's nice and secure and it's not going to come out. Now, depending on what chime kit you actually purchase, you might have to move the chime kit to actually catch a stud due to the positioning. Just go ahead and you might need some touch-up paint. Once you finish fastening everything and make sure everything's nice and tight and secure, go ahead and put the chime kit cover back on. Now you can go ahead and test it out. Hope this video was a help. Please leave comments and subscribe. Thank you.